I don't know, but I have water, and that's what matters, honestly. Because, I need... it's very hot. It's very hot where I'm at. And, I was editing... Harry, welcome to the stream. I was editing this, and I noticed that there's some, towns in this area. So I'm not really sure where we are gonna go with, or where we're gonna go after we're done over here. But I guess we'll figure it out. Take your stinking claws off of me, you damn dirty lizard, says Harry. I will cast my magic hand. No, burning hand is what I'm using a lot. Hi.
You are here to help rebuild the gatekeeper.
And here we are, to rebuild the gatekeeper. Hopefully this should take care of business.
So many strange noises here. People screaming, animals dying.
Oh, right, we were...
You learn so much. So much.
She said this before.
If you want to get close to the heretics, try putting on their robes.
I put on their robes. I put on a lot of things.
Wish they would stop yelling.
She's not the one that I need to talk to. Oh. Failed experiments, all right. Hi.
You have returned.
She's the one that I need to talk to.
Excellent. All that remains is to choose the body parts.
The body parts.
Fearing one day someone might manage.
Maybe you should
to kill
put
my
on
child,
that red
I have
dress.
been preparing a
Put
new
that red dress on is what I meant to say.
I've created
She doesn't say it. She doesn't say the right. Doesn't say it the right order.
You must choose one of each. I am attached to them all. Artist's prerogative.
Not the appendages. The appendages?
Select one pair of legs, one left arm, right arm, torso,
This is not
head,
good.
and heart. See me when you have finished your selections.
Of course. What about the exalted pain?
Did you like that? Pain can be pleasure. You
I don't remember
enjoy
that,
being in pain,
honestly.
do you? Here, I'm sure you'll enjoy these then.
Manacles of pain? Rumors?
The Gnarl are strange creatures. Hit them with a fireball and they get stronger. But they hate other elements even more.
I need to remember that, actually.
Don't take all day making your choices.
Oh, I will take all day. I want to see what the manacles of pain are for, though. Drain endurance and intelligence, but fortify strength and willpower. That's interesting. I don't know why you'd want that. Huh. Well, let's choose the things then. God damn it, Colonel. The red dress thing is was a line from that song El Tango de Roxane, Moulin Rouge. I don't actually know that. I never watched Moulin Rouge. Arm of fire shielding. Frost shielding. Arm of chopping. I like that. Arm of bashing. It's pretty good. Breast of life. Sounds like a good deal. Spell turning. That is indeed what I need. Helm of power. Absolutely. And legs of fortitude. I have all the bits. I picked 2 arms of the same side. I don't have all the bits I need. But fire shielding then. I have finished selecting the body parts for the gatekeeper. I should return to Relmina Veremin now. I don't know why the game bothers telling me that. Because of course I should.
You've made your selection. Now we travel to the
gross.
statue of our Lord in the Fringe. There we will perform the ceremony.
Statue. I don't know what that statue is. The statue of our Lord in the Fringe? Did she kill everybody? I don't... Where is this statue? Have we been here before? This doesn't feel familiar. We have not. Even though I should have. We have read a lot of the books over here, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Is she traveling with me?
Did you hear that?
She's not with me. It's this way, auto-saving. The game is auto-saving. Oh, she's going by herself. Right. Let's Gate of Madness. Gates of Madness. So we need to go to the Fringe, which is a different map. Because it doesn't share... It's definitely a different map. You can't fool me, game. A different map as in... This whole thing is a different map from the rest of the game. Let's go. I like this new sky. I have arrived at the statue of Shegorath. I should speak with Relmina.
Shall we start the ceremony?
Sure.
First, place the gatekeeper's body into the cistern of substantiation.
Holy crap.
Place the gatekeeper's body into the cistern of substantiation.
I did it. Ooh.
At the beginning of the worlds were 5. Fire, water, earth, air, and light. Darkness turned into day. The void took form.
The sky is really cool.
Hidden away by virtue of its own self-awareness.
Back awful, welcome to the stream. Dog Days, welcome to the stream. You have arrived at the altar of Colonel. Sister of insubstantiation. I don't remember her saying that though. Oh, Ellipses only have 3 dots and she uses 4. Terrible writing.
Place the dermis membrane into the cistern.
The skin.
Blood, liquid nutrient.
Fire, earth, wind, and water.
Ocean which casts.
Are they calling Captain Planet? I don't actually know who Captain Planet is.
Place the blood liquor into the cistern of substantiation.
The blood.
Bone, branch, and stone of the body.
The stone of the body.
Structure.
She uses ellipses and then a period. It's fine.
The
You can't
osseous
fool me, back awful.
into the cistern.
It's just marrow.
Breath, child of air, bestowing movement, the stirring of spirit.
She is consistently using 4 dots at the end.
Of breath into the cistern of substantiation.
It's just a breath.
And last, the light of
He's our hero, gonna take pollution down to 0, and he's got terrible green mullet. Or mullet, or however. Dante, welcome to the stream. What's up? How many hours? More than 100? Yes, absolutely more than 100.
Flesh of true flesh, from those waters of oblivion which sire thy kind. Come to this altar, join with this body, quintessence of flesh joined with the essence of flesh, absolute.
This is
immortal,
prolonged.
bound to contingent. Stand clear of the cistern, over here by me.
The waters of oblivion, the antithesis of memory. That is.
Honored Daedra,
I was standing clear. I don't know what that was for.
thou shalt be the holy
Oh,
in this temple.
he's gone.
I bind thee, Astronaut, to this body, henceforth gatekeeper of the Shivering Isles. My child, it is time to fulfill your destiny. Stand guard in this land against all those who seek entry not bearing the mark of Sheogorov's favor. You shall know them by the code.
This is very prolonged. Why is it so long? Why is she talking? Not clear enough. Darth Pixar is welcome to the stream.
Child, they're coming.
In American dialect, there's 3 ellipses are for a pause in the middle for a sentence, and 4 is for the end of a sentence. that is not correct, Dog Days. I have looked thoroughly into the multiple usages of ellipses, and ellipses only have 3 dots. Except in Russian, and I believe Ukrainian, where something interesting happens, which is there is a special type of special type of ellipses, which is an ellipsis with an exclamation, which is an exclamation mark and 2 dots, and you also have an ellipsis with an interrogation, which is a question mark with 2 dots. Some people think that you can merge the two and make a question mark, exclamation mark with 1 dot, but that's not correct, according to what I've looked into. I've looked everywhere around this, and time and again, ellipses only have 3 dots, and there's a lot of people who don't think that they think that you can use ellipses as a sort of like you can use Japanese use ellipses. Well, they don't actually use ellipses, but the Japanese use dots to note silence, and it's not actually periods. It's what Jung is saying right now, but it's not actually that. It's bullet points. But still, it's the Japanese use ellipses to denote silence, and so it's one of the reasons why you see a lot of people. Well, it's not a lot of people, but it is where a lot of people see that being used, basically, yeah, that's it really, because ellipses technically are not even 3 dots. Ellipses is a specific type of punctuation mark, which is ellipses. Though they're 3 dots, but just the same as a colon is not 2 dots. It's a colon. You know what I mean? It could be that. I think Jung might have the right of it right there. But again, I don't have a degree, and but I have looked extensively into it, and I have never seen any. Because there was one time, I think it was playing Bard's Tale 4, where at the time I was playing Bard's Tale 4 is I don't know that first symbol. The time I was playing Bard's Tale 4, I was playing Atom RPG, and Atom RPG uses the period, the exclamation mark period a lot, which is incorrect because that is a Russian punctuation mark, and you need to use punctuation marks depending on the language, as you are saying, Dog Days, as you are saying. But basically, what happened is I was playing Bard's Tale 4, and in Bard's Tale 4, there is one occasion where somebody uses an exclamation mark with 2 dots after, and I was like, am I wrong on this? Because I had looked at it before, when I found it I had looked at it before when I found it in Atom RPG, but I did a cursory look, or I mean, it's an internet search. It's not the deepest of looking into. And then when I saw that in Bard's Tale 4, because I know Bard's Tale is not written by Russians, so either that's probably just a mistake in Bard's Tale 4. It's not really influenced by their own writing. Yeah, so that's where my knowledge comes from. I don't know. Correct. In American dialogue, for example, I don't know. Also correct, because the first I is being used as an abandoned sentence, and the second I begins the sentence again. That's interesting. That is, you see that a lot, actually, in that style of writing. You see that a lot, where there's some games that use that a lot more than others. But the way you're using it, you're putting spaces between the dots. I'm not sure if that's for clarity or not. Because there's other things, like, for example, editorial decisions. Like, for example, whether you capitalize the first letter in a sentence after a colon. And that is a thing that is a matter of style. And it's fallen out of style to capitalize the first letter in a sentence after a colon. But it is correct, I think, specifically in American English. But that is that is not what was being. First off, that's not what being used over here. This was being an ellipsis at the end of a sentence, consistently as well. Yeah, Although, my personal take on ellipses is, if the meaning doesn't change if you put a period instead of an ellipses, then you should put a period. Because ellipses need to have meaning, and, I mean, my opinion, and they don't have meaning anymore, because everybody just overuses ellipses. American exclusive. I think there's something else in I think I looked it up. Seriously, I'm Colonel RPG. I looked it up on a separate occasion by the time I was playing Vampire Bloodlines the second time around, when I did the streams with the Vampire Bloodlines, because I noticed something in Vampire Bloodlines regarding punctuation. And I don't know if it was ellipses or not. And I noticed something that apparently in the west of the United States, there's something about... I don't know what it was. I don't remember what it was. But there was something that in California, basically, things are written differently. Or were written differently many years ago, and now people just use it because things... Stream starts when the gamer dude stops. The only really important thing about period is when she doesn't have it. Sounds about right. The gatekeeper has been rebuilt. I should return to Shagorath with news of my success.
Watch my child destroy the interlopers or run to Sheagora. Either way, tell him of our doings here. Send him my tribute and my affection.
Why is she running away? Don't run away while talking to me.
Stands guard once again.
Don't run away while talking to me.
Hello. It's always a pleasure to speak with you.
You just talked at me for so long.
Run along back to Lord Sheagora.
I will. Oh my god! I didn't expect them to attack so fast. That priest needs to die. Come here.
I'm on your side.
Oh, you are? No, you're not.
Let's get this over with.
Fella surrenders? Why did he say he's on my side? He's out of his mind. Nanette Don's key. What a weird thing. Anyway, let's go to Shelgorath. Sounds about sexist. The thing about the period? Sounds like, oh, well, I mean, it's not really sexist. In the sense that, you know, it's a biological thing. So, it's just what it is. It's not like you're shaming anybody for having a period or anything, so it sounds clear to me, but I don't have a period, so I don't know. And yes, Jung is correct, I would guess. Anyway, let's go to... This is a different map, I keep telling you. Yes, so basically, what I found is that Milkar... There's different towns. There's towns. There's other towns. I'm pretty sure there's other towns. Brelak. I don't know. I don't know if there's other towns or not. They talk... Right at the beginning of this DLC, they talk about places with the other towns. Or they sound like they're talking about other towns. I don't know what that's all about.
Mad God.
I don't know what Ime is. Hey.
Congratulations on creating the game.
I'm always going to talk to Haskell first. Yes.
You have rebuilt the gatekeeper.
I
Good
didn't.
show.
I didn't. Good
Perhaps
show.
your
I like
grace
it.
should proceed on to Lord Sheagora.
Keyboard
to give
Ime.
him the news. Oh, and I see you have gained a new power.
I don't know what that
Relmina's
is.
gift with summoning flesh Atronox has rubbed off on you, it seems. Perhaps your grace is more susceptible to our
Input
Lord's
method.
blessings than at first it seemed.
Oh yeah, it has for a long while.
Interesting.
Grey March.
It appears to be inevitable, though your victory in the fringe is... a
Ime
new
is input
twist.
method?
I fear
Shouldn't he be
Sheagora
IM?
will be gone soon, however.
I mean, it could be Ime. Gigalog.
His appearance seems
I don't know,
imminent. His hatred for this land, for what it represents, is unimaginable.
I don't use Google, so... Obelisks?
The obelisks operate.
So basically,
reflecting
yeah,
and
I don't know.
focusing energies in order to
YouTube
create
doesn't have
life
input
in this
method,
realm.
though. Probably should.
They can be overloaded and rendered in
Although,
by placing the crystalline hearts
on
of
mobile,
the
you can
knights
always
into the
just
obelisk
talk to
itself.
it because you have the keyboard
Each
shortcut.
heart will increase
for,
the
voice
power of
input.
the obelisk until it eventually
says obelisk.
overloads and shuts down, closing the portal.
Thanks.
A glorious existence, truly.
I don't know whose existence he refers to.
Excellent.
You don't use Google. No, I don't.
Onto something with you after
I
all.
from input and ME from
That should
method.
Keep out the
But shouldn't...
stragglers.
That's not how... That's weird.
And I see you've learned to summon flesh Atronachs. Ha ha!
That's weird.
Rowena must like you, little Duchess. But probably not in that way.
Why not?
Lord Sheagora, I apologize for the intrusion, but you must help us. Order has attacked Pinnacle Rock and routed us.
Well, well. What a turn
I don't know who this person is.
It's new, and I like new, even if it's bad. And this is bad, isn't it? This is a particularly exciting turn of events, is it not?
I hope so.
Perfect job for you. My
A lot of
newest
abbreviated uses
and
these
only
two
noble
first
in the
letters.
realm.
Yes, they are not initialisms.
Order has
They're
entered my
abbreviations.
army
In English, I think the word specifically abbreviation...
have taken a
No, wait.
disturbing turn.
There's a term for it.
Means order has tried
An initialism is specifically the initial letters. Acronym. Acronyms, in particular, can use the first few letters.
You'll want to get all the details from the
That's not very common in Portuguese, for example.
unless you already have. You haven't.
We usually only go for the initial letters. Why hasn't Gigalag attacked himself? I mean, I don't know why he would attack himself. But attacking other people, he has, certainly.
Well, aren't you precious? Do you really not know? Haven't you noodled it all through yet? Because he is me. Well, I'm him. We're a bit of each other, really. I won't be here when he arrives because I'll be him. Happens every time. The Grey March starts, order appears, and I become Jigalag and wipe out my whole realm.
That explains things. What, when will it happen?
Soon. Too soon! I can already feel the change beginning. I feel like I'm not quite here. I'm not over there yet, but I'm not quite here! And I've been having moments of clarity that are quite unlike me. Like now.
Can we stop it? The clarity?
Stop it!
Stop it.
Oh no, can't do it!
He has some
Believe
good
me, I
drugs.
tried.
I think he's letting off the
Never
good
ends
drugs
well.
now.
But you're still going to stop the Grey March. Stop Jigalag! Me? From destroying my realm!
What we do now?
Now? Nothing has changed. You deal with this messenger. Make sure my army is secure. You'll need them.
Grey March.
Your job is still to stop it. And to stop Jigalag. Well, you've already forced Order's hand. No stopping now. Some things can't be stopped. Trust me. I've tried.
You need a stopper for that. Jigalag?
Cat's out of the bag on that one.
This
isn't
DLC
it?
is very different in
Who puts
regards
cats
to
in bags
how the
Cats hate bags.
thing they do hate bags.
Soon,
How the
I'll
dialogues
turn
work. Very
into
different.
Jigalag. There's no stopping it. That doesn't excuse you from your duties, though. Get to it.
Duties! Scottish Geralt. Okay.
Come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes.
Hello.
Yes, Your Grace?
Shut up, Haskell. I'm not looking at you.
Your Grace, there is trouble. You must come quickly.
Who are you?
Adeo sent me as a messenger
Adeo.
to find you. Pinnacle Rock is under attack, and she needs your assistance at once. The forces of Order have overwhelmed
His eyes are sort of weird every once in a while when he look, because his eyes look sideways like this.
Regain control.
Because the game is not ready for. Hideo, who's this person?
She is leading what is left of our forces.
The mod that I have that
She waits
changes the
for you
faces
outside Pinnacle Rock. Please
made his
hurry
face
to
very, his eyes
before it
very
is too
obtuse.
late.
But then when he looks sideways, he just does this, and it's so weird. Go for the eyes, boo. Where's Pinnacle Rock?
It is our home, our sanctuary in the Shivering Isles. If we were to lose it, my kind would be doomed.
Okay.
Please, Your Grace, hurry to Pinnacle Rock while there's still time.
I think it's me who needs to go there.
Yes, is there something you require?
Yes, Pinnacle Rock.
If Pinnacle Rock is indeed under attack,
So many dialogue.
you should
It's so
prepare
weird.
yourself
It's
for a
weird.
difficult fight. The forces of order must be quite powerful.
It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be easy, don't worry about it. Grey March.
The Grey March continues, and Lord Sheogorath believes you may be the key to stopping it. Do as he commands. The realm depends on it.
Jigalag?
I understand my lord has told you what is to come. It is one of the great mysteries of the Shivering Isles.
That happens
Perhaps
every
only
time?
the princes themselves know why it is so. I do
Oh,
not.
right.
I know only that Sheogorath wishes for you to succeed. Of this, I am certain. If only we could speak more often.
We could speak more often, I just don't call you more often. Because... well,
Grace.
of course. Well, I just don't want to. Honestly, also because I need to find the spell and all that. So, where is this Pinnacle Rock? It's all the way over there. So let's go to Zadelian and make our journey. This way. Oh,
Mad God's blessings, Duchess of Mania.
Kishidrig.
Mad God's blessings.
Yes,
Walk with our Lord.
why is she here? I think it's just patrols. Anyway, we're off. The guy that loves dialogue says much dialogue is weird. No, well, it's not weird. Why? Why did I get that? It's not that it's weird. It's that it's well, these are not dialogues. This game doesn't have dialogues. Sometimes it does, and it's always very jarring because the engine of the game doesn't have your character say anything. It has themes being spouted at you. And then every once in a while you can actually ask some things that the game writes down. And it always feels like the writers forgot how to code for this, how to write for this game when that happens. And this DLC does have a lot of that, a lot of those situations where the dialogue lines are specific sentences rather than just words. The problem, the thing that happens in this DLC though is that they, for one, the dialogues are really extended. They're really, really long, which feels. I mean, I asked before, but I didn't look into it, and I probably should have. If this DLC was written by the same person who wrote I think so. The same person who wrote the Dark Brotherhood questline. And let's just wait until daytime because it's impossible to see. And I think so. And in the Dark Brotherhood, the dialogues are really long. Because the thing is, like, you say one sentence and then they have a monologue that is enormous. Which is fine. It's just they struggle to keep the pacing. Because in writing, in dialogues, pacing is very important. And when you have an actual dialogue, you can have pacing by just having the... Oh, the game crashed. It's a good thing I saved. When you have just dialogues, you can... or actual dialogues, you can keep pacing by having the people talk back to each other. Imagine having a normal dialogue where for 20 minutes somebody goes on a ramble about ellipses. Pacing is bad. You don't want that. So, yeah. Don't make vague dialogues. Can't remember the times I've had to reload because of that. The guy that loves that... Oh, you mean vague dialogue options. Right. Yeah. Colonel RPG started ranting. Time to pop the beer and enjoy his rant. I'm not gonna rant about dialogues. It's just if you want to hear me talk about basically this issue, really, it's about pacing. Go and watch my Pathfinder Kingmaker Let's Play, or for a short version of my rants, the last episode that went up today of Pathfinder Kingmaker, where I make a claim that the game should have 20% of its dialogue. And I thought of that claim. It wasn't thought up on the spot. I had thought of that. I think Pathfinder Kingmaker would be a better game if it only had 20% of the dialogue it has. It's all because of pacing. No, it's not. It's not true. It's not just all because of pacing. It's also because all of the vast majority of the dialogue is futile. Completely irrelevant. The vast majority of the dialogue in Pathfinder Kingmaker is just, it doesn't say anything interesting. You want dialogue to be interesting, because you're reading it. You're making an effort to read it. Unless you're watching a Let's Play, in which case it's fine. You're gonna die of liver poisoning, says Harry. Says Jung. Who's this? Who are these people? Oh. Really? Wait, don't attack me. Need your hearts, because I think you're somewhere around here. I don't know where they were, actually. I realize I'm still under attack, but screw that. Yeah, I don't know where they came from. Must have been a band of roving knights. That's true, had the same feeling about Kingmaker. So much shit to read that are irrelevant. Yeah. It's just, you know, because when you start reading something, you don't know what the thing is about. And if after 2 or 3 paragraphs you start to realize, wait, I don't care about this stuff. That's really, really bad. That's a really bad feeling. And it sabotages the rest of the dialogue, because you're always gonna be on the back foot trying to whenever you start reading anything in that game, because you don't know if it's gonna be worth your time, and the game is enormous. Okay, let's disable this thing, because why not? They do spawn, by the way, every time I do this. Fool! Okay. The Grey March is upon you, fool. Is some war cry. Oh, this is bad news, actually. Wait, that thing got reactivated? You fool! Come here. Oh, screw you. Screw you. Come. What the heck? Come here. No. The good things. Yes. 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 What I would do here is I would actually reload. But I don't want to reload because it's a pain in the butt. Also, look at that. I need to do the whole thing again. No. You don't have any more Hearts of Order. See? Also, I definitely would have had to reload. Well, I wouldn't have had to reload, but I'll get some Hearts of Order. They're nice to have. You never know when you're gonna need them. And these guys, Sapphire, Greater Soul Gems that are terrible. 2 Hearts of Order. Interesting. How many pops yet? Oh, right, you're talking about other things. This guy's blocking is also super annoying. Only 1 glass of wine and 3 beers, including this one. Okay, so that's funny. What just happened? My arm literally materialized midair. Moving on. Getting rid of these things is actually worthwhile. In the sense that they don't spawn again. They make the sound of a frog? That no, of a crocodile. The mating sounds, and I think also the sounds of baby crocodiles is basically that sound. That some weird sound. I say, having never even seen a crocodile up close. Not in combat. Is this the normal sky? I don't think this is the normal sky. I think the sky changed because of the Grey March. And I think we have arrived as well at Pinnacle Rock. Which is not actually a rock in so much as it... Let's see. Oh, hi! It's a building.
Thank you for coming. I apologize for summoning you. The blame is mine.
Harry will quit drinking if he starts screaming New Vegas. Or streaming New Vegas.
Still let them in. We had no idea she would turn on us. They captured our commander, Dylora, and have her imprisoned somewhere
I need to finish
inside. Our first priority
Oblivion.
must be rescuing her.
Where is Dylora now?
Syl had
Do you see?
called her
Dialogue.
aside, separating her from the group. She meant to divide our numbers when order entered, making us easier targets. They imprisoned Dylora somewhere within Pinnacle Rock. If they killed her, she could return to us, so they keep her hostage. If
Smart
we follow
tactics.
the waters of the Wellspring, we will surely find her.
What kind of opposition is there?
Syl let them
Which is a
in.
weird question.
More than I could count. It was all we could do to fall back and
But sure
regroup
enough.
out here. We must free Dylora as soon as possible. She will know what to do.
Right, let's go.
Forgive me for saying so, Your Grace, but I find taking orders from the Duchess of Mania to be unsettling. You are the only remaining Duchess, which is a situation quite unprecedented. Normally, you would never be permitted to pass within Pinnacle Rock. Given the need for swift action...
What happened to the other...
Customs
Oh,
shall
he
need to be
died.
overlooked for now. We shall be right behind you, Your Grace.
Of course. I actually sort of wanted to be the... Well, you guys have heavy armor. That's why I didn't want to be your Duchess. So, let's go into Pinnacle Rock. And murder a lot of fools. Oh, no! Wait, why didn't you return? Also, we're gonna need a torch. We have plenty of them, fortunately. Okay. Okay. Was it good? I don't know what you're saying, but I think we did it. Oh, hi. Oh no, this is important. Okay. Oh, you don't have a thing. Okay. What's this green thing on the floor? I think we're good. There's more. Ow. Oh no, that's not what I want. Good, good, good. Okay, that took care of it. They're gonna die, though. There's another Dark Seducer in here. Is there more of them? Or are they... What the heck is that? Ooh. Priest. Don't block. How dare you? What are you even blocking with? Silver Nougette, I'll take that. Everybody okay over here? Well, that guy's doing the pirouette thing. She's ridiculous. Oh, yeah, told you. Told you one of them was gonna die.
Pinnacle Rock will be cleansed.
Sorry.
Maskin.
Wait.
I follow Adeo, Your Grace. If she follows you, then so do I.
Yes, I didn't mean to attack you. Or you. Sorry. What is this thing? Bikini armor equals heavy armor. They all have bikini armor. The Golden Angels are the other ones. And it's all very skimpy and revealing. But this one is heavy because it's madness. Who knows? I don't understand either. I can't go through there. Repair hammers. Definitely welcome. Just keep breaking them, unfortunately. Hi. Okay, you have fun. Ado was unconscious, though. It would be beneficial to my gameplay if they all died, except for, well, the ones that can't die. There's something falling from the sky here. What? Oh. Ado is here. Adeo.
I am yours to command, Your Grace.
You're also... Who's Ilora?
She is our commander. She
I don't know
leads
what she
us.
is.
Without her, we are at a loss. I have done what I can to take her place, but I know I am insufficient. Order has kept her hostage so that she cannot return to us and lead us. If we can free her, she may know how best to defeat them.
Well, I hope you find your way out of the ceiling.
We must purge Order from our home.
Yes. The good thing is, this is the passage, which might allow her... Yes, she's here. Okay. Whew. Oh, Oblivion. Ooh! Oh, wait, don't run away from me. Okay, you're gonna die.
Enemies are everywhere.
Our enemies are everywhere. Wait, don't run away. Oh, that's the Dark Seducer. Very sorry, very sorry. Very sorry. That's the one. Sorry, very sorry. Ow! Okay, you guys have fun with that. I don't care. It's impossible to fight in melee in this game when you have friends. One of the many reasons why companions are completely useless ever. Ooh, Moonlight. Also, durable ebony claymore. I'll take that. You guys are all dead? You guys having fun with the dead? No? Good job. You killed the priest. Moving on. Stop you cheating criminal scum. No, I cheated it a while back. Not again. Floor gang. Hey ho. You were talking to them through the floor. I was. Dark God Arthur, welcome to the stream, by the way. I was indeed talking through the floor. The wall speaks. I don't know how to open these doors. I don't know what they are for. We have been on the other side, though. These pirouettes are so ridiculous looking. I'm pretty sure I didn't hit anything except for my allies there. Hi!
The mad god.
What is the point of this dungeon? Not even the buttons are interesting. They do that a lot in this DLC, actually. Again, not in the main game. This DLC feels so different from the main game. In so many aspects, not just the level design. Cardamom buns. I don't know what that is, but that sounds good. Whatever. What is that? Hello, who's there? It's me. Notices your protuberance. Or perceives your protuberance. Did you just close the door behind you? You don't you dare. Hi. Yes. You will die at my hand. Also, you can't. I don't like you blocking, so face first into the floor. That's what you get. Ring of Intelligence. Well, you were dumb as hell, so. Okay, they're having fun back there. What is this? Needs a key? Well, well, well.
You must set me free.
Might be wrong, but I don't think that there's a first-person game that has good melee combat.
Use the chime. Ring the chime.
Harry
and
says.
That may shatter it. You must set me free. The barrier can't be broken by you. It's too tough.
The chime. I don't know what she's referring to. I think we might have gotten a weapon or something. Don't know anything about it. I don't know what she's talking about, honestly. A first-person game with good melee combat. I propose that For Honor has good melee combat. It's not a very good game, and it's multiplayer, so, you know, the combat is judged within the context of multiplayer. But I think it has. And I think that Dying Light also has really, really fun melee combat, and it's first person. It's not necessarily good, maybe, in terms of just what it is, but it is fun. I thought Dying Light was super fun. Very well, I say super fun, but it's not a 10 out of 10 in terms of fun. It's a 9 out of 10 in terms of fun. 8 out of 10 in terms of fun. So, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. Like this game, for example, in terms of fun is 3 out of 10. 4 out of 10 if I'm feeling generous. 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. For example, Fallout, in terms of fun, would be 2 out of 10 if I'm feeling generous. Yeah. So, just to give you some perspective of what I'm talking about here. But then, on the other side, a game like Prototype, 10 out of 10 in terms of fun. Realistic medieval fighting game. That doesn't sound like a game that I know of. Yeah, I don't know what we're supposed to do here, but I think... Oh, there's something else on the other side. So that's what this is. It broke all of that.
You have my
There we
thanks
go.
for freeing me, but
Fallout
just
2?
who are you?
Yes. Because it's not, it's not a fun game to play. You know what I mean? That's just, in the sense that, that's what I'm trying to say. It's, of course, a fun game to play for me, but in the sense of what I'm trying to say here, when I say, that For Honor has a fun... Was I talking about For Honor? I was talking about For Honor, wasn't I? What was I... Oh, no. Dying Light. Right. I was like... For Honor has a fun combat? No, it doesn't. Dying Light is fun. Yes, that's what I mean. I am the Duchess of Mania.
My lady, I am sorry. I did not realize. Where is Syl? Have you seen her? That traitorous coward.
What happened here?
Syl, the snake. She showed up. Asked for a contingent of guards.
That's not realistic.
Said there was trouble at the palace and that we were needed. We were so focused on organizing quickly that by the time we realized she
Looks
left
interesting.
order in herself,
I don't expect that to be
it
good,
was
though.
too late. We were
To be
split
fun
up
playing
and picked
or
off.
good combat system.
But it doesn't matter anymore.
Realistic
The only
realistic
thing that
combat is
matters now is the Wellspring.
not
We
well
must
suited
reach
for
it at once.
action games. What Wellspring? What do you mean?
The Wellspring of the Mazkin. It's what links us to this realm where we return to the
Because
world
melee,
from the
actual
waters
melee
of
combat,
Oblivion.
historical
If
melee
Sin
combat
helps
is
Order sever that link,
all about
my
preparation
kind will be
and damage
annihilated.
control and
The realm will be lost to us.
presence,
We must get to the Wellspring and
as well as
stop them.
technique, obviously.
I will follow your lead. The Wellspring is at the heart of Pinnacle Rock. Follow the waters to reach it. I am yours to command your grace.
Please don't die. Pinnacle Rock?
What would you have me tell you about it?
About it.
Pinnacle Rock was given to us by our
What
Lord
exactly is that
Sheogorath
question?
as a sanctuary and place
It's more
of
duels.
restoration.
And duels yeah.
It is our home. It is where our numbers are strengthened, and where we return to the realm from the waters of Oblivion. What else would you ask of me?
The chimes.
They are a key part of the ceremony for restoring fallen comrades. The ringing of the chimes is said to help call the souls back to Pinnacle Rock, guiding them to us so they may return to our Lord's service. What else would you ask of me?
The Wellspring.
The Wellspring is a
I will not
sanctuary,
let her
a
say what
place
else
where
would
the
you ask of me.
animus of lost Mazkin can return to this realm from the waters of Oblivion. The darkness is a frightening
I will be ready.
place, even to us. And so our Lord has given us this beacon, a light to guide us back to him.
Never mind.
As you wish, your grace.
Still.
What reason could she have to turn on Lord Sheogorath
I don't know why I'm...
himself?
See, it
She
just
must
doesn't
know
feel right.
that he will find and punish her. We will catch her, and will turn her over.
Oh, she didn't die, did she?
Her treachery cannot be allowed.
She just
to
left.
stand.
Wellspring of Mazkin.
The waters of Oblivion
As I
lead
take
us to the Wellspring,
boogers out of my nose.
where Lord Sheogorath has given us a place to return to his
I'm not
service.
actually doing that. Although I'm not above doing that. I don't know why I have these on my nose. And it's not boogers, unfortunately. Because boogers are easy to take out, but I don't know what that is. It's cocaine from last time or something. I'll see you later.
We must prevail.
Or right now, in fact, because we're all fighting. Look at you, all crowns. Nice. Let's go. Oh, this opens. I thought it was just gonna lead... Yes, to a new area. Did you...
No, the Wellspring. They've stopped it up. You must make it to the Wellspring and let the waters flow.
Something has happened to the Wellspring of the Mazkin in Pinnacle Rock. I need to proceed on my own to restore it. Look at how gross they become. Oh, they're not dead. Although they are. I mean, in the sense that I can't open their inventory, so I don't think they are. I think they're knocked down. These chimes are super gross. I don't know what they are. Can you break that, please? It's not gonna break? Oh! I needed to give it a push. Oh, there's people fighting. Remember how I said I would rather be alone? Well, I guess I am alone now. They're after me. Let them be. They're definitely after me. Okay, there's a door there. Some of these jerks. Oh, there's more of them. Oh, don't you dare block. He died. I think he died for my spell. You just don't... I hate you. I hate that they disarm me. Punch you! Punch you! Phew, there's more of them. Okay, let's re-equip our Umbra.
The Mad God is no match for my Lord Jiggalag.
Jiggalag is a dummy name. What the heck? Although Mad God is... This is difficult to find. Because he's invisible. Or Chameleon. I think that's just Chameleon. I think he casts Chameleon on himself. The problem with Chameleon in this game is that you only need 1% Chameleon to turn into that form that we were just fighting. So if you cast 1% Chameleon, it is exactly the same as casting 100% Chameleon. For me, against me as a player. However, for the enemy, against enemies, it's not quite the same. So, let's get this. Rebuke Undead Tome. Nah, I don't need that. I don't need to rebuke Undead Tomes. Somebody who's really upset at me. There's also a chest up there. Do you want to use the Heart of Water to open it? Yes, I would. So that's what these are. A Daedric short sword. And a Master Mortal and Pestle. I don't think we have a Master Mortal and Pestle. Although we might have. I think we have a Master something. They're still concerned about who might be there. But this is good. This is good news. We can open these. And I think they're just random loot, so it's also good that because we're not going to be able to open them all. Hi! No, don't do that. Don't do that. Or that. There you go. Where am I? Somewhere. And they're out of here. Yes, she died. The only character that I like died. Yeah. She hasn't... Well, she shriveled up into old lettuce. Which is different. She looks like old lettuce, but she's not dead. Because I don't think she's dead. Every NPC that Wes Johnson voice acted is my favorite character. Heart of Order. I'll take some of those. Because you never know when you're going to need them. They're coming in. Are they spawning into the room? They're also up above. This is really dangerous though. Oof. Wait, there was... Oh, there's the invisible people. We got them. I don't know what this guy's doing. What the heck is this Priest of Order doing in here? Oh, come on. Okay, you're dead. I'm almost dead as well. Priests of Order are... Ooh, Grand Ring of the North. The Ring of the North. It's good. It's good. They're really the only enemies that are worth killing. It's just so weird that he calls me a fool. And he's a coward. I mean, smart person. Potato, potato. Okay, I'm not gonna go after him. Well, you know what? Actually, that's how I do. Yeah. That's how I do. Sweet, lovely. Tomato, tomato. Is that the expression? I think that is the expression. We found some glass greaves. We have finally found the best armor in the game. Let me just fix all the things because it's important. Glass Greaves. Light armor. Gauntlets of passing. No, dang it. Where's my pens? Pinnacle Greaves, yeah. 7 or 8. What are these? Fire resist. Yep. Yep. We're now gonna use glass stuff. Not grass stuff, unfortunately. This is good. New Vegas, New Vegas. Colonel. Can't believe we're actually finding this high level stuff. We found a master something. We found a let's see that we have been to all the places we have indeed. We found glass greaves, which are high level. I'm still level 20. We're basically the same exact level we were when we started the DLC. But it's good, it's fun playing the game and finding things only occasionally, instead of leveling up to a point where you just find glass greaves all over the place. Because we just find mithril stuff all over the place now, but there was a point where it was very sporadic. I can't believe it took you this long to use anything glass, right? Right? And you still have that hideous outfit from whichever Daedric god you got it from. The Savior's Hide. The Savior's Hide is actually an item in Morrowind. Do you know where you can find it? In Morrowind? I think we should be ready for this. Potentially.
Huh? Wait. Come out where I can see you.
I'm in the light. I don't think I'm gonna include this, many of this in the Let's Play.
Huh?
Do you know where the Savior's Hide exists in Morrowind? I might be wrong on that, though. I think it's underneath the man of steel called he wants his Fortress Solitude back. I don't know what that is a reference to. The Man of Steel, isn't that like Superman or something? So I think it's underneath Ebonheart. Underneath Ebonheart, there is a temple, sort of. And in that temple, there is an altar that has Superman. Those crystals. Oh, right. I see. And underneath Ebonheart, there's a portal, or there's a temple, an altar, that I think has Savior's Hide, which is the armor of whoever Ebonheart was made to appease. I have located the Wellspring of the Mazken. It's been covered in order crystals. I didn't see any. I'll need to destroy them to restore the Wellspring. Has it been? Well, I'll fight you. Oh, I'll fight you normally. Didn't mean to power attack. I'm very sorry about it. Blade scroll increase is really nice, though. Hi. Look at me leading my attacks. Look at you being hamstrung by the fact that your animations have range. Well, my animations have range as well, but you're dead, and I'm not. Seriously, this whole thing about being covered in... Oh, I see. It's like a pyramid-y, pretty meaty thing. Please don't attack me too much. No? Okay, this is going well. Okay. I think there's going to be 4 of them. That's Sheogorath being very upset, I think. Hi. I got hit by that. They have a particular attack that has a lot of range. In general, their attacks have a lot of range. But I'm also being very lenient. Oh. There's another one over here. Excuse me. Oh. How dare you. Freaking hell, I hate you. I hate them so much. Why do they do that? Oh, there's 3 chimes at the very least. I didn't see one in the first. Well, there is a chime over here. Oh, it's breaking. The Wellspring of the Mazgan has been restored. I need to speak with Dylora. Is she alive? Oh, I mean, she's gonna come back to life. Hi. I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to look at your midriff. Dylora. Dylora.
The Wellspring is restored.
They're alive.
You saved us. We are
He can
forever
come take it
grateful,
if
Your
he
Grace.
wants. Even Superman can survive the
Please
summoning power
allow
of
me
command
to
codes.
teach you this
Nah.
spell, so that
Actually,
you may summon our kind to you in times of need.
he might.
Also, accept this gift of armor.
I don't
It is
need-
the least I can do to show thanks for your help.
I don't need the gift of armor. It's heavy armor. What about Syl?
No sign of her
alive.
yet. We'll do our best to track her down and deliver her to Lord
She's so goofy over there on the right side.
punishment.
She has such a goofy face.
The traitor must be brought to justice.
What happens now?
Our warriors will scour the halls of Pinnacle Rock, removing any last elements of opposition. Then, we will immediately return to our duties.
Duties. Then I shall take my leave.
Indeed, Lord Sheogorath will be anxious to hear of your victory, I am sure.
Nah, he's, well, very patient. Tell me about the Wellspring of the Mazgan again?
Your grace has restored the Wellspring and saved us. For this, we thank you.
Yes. And also,
God's blessings,
over-encumbered
Duchess of
me.
Mania,
thank you.
your grace.
Absolutely. Let me see if I can move. I can move. Fantastic. Let's see what this... Oh, one thing first. It's all... See, if I want to compare equipment, I always repair everything. And also getting armor skill is pretty important because, well, it's giving us endurance. Hiccup, I'm sorry. Let's see where we're at. A bunch of speed, but that's fine. Because I think our speed is maxed out or something. And we might want to level up pretty soon. We'll see. We'll see. But what we will see right now is the Dark Seducer armor. Oh, it doesn't... It's not worth any money. How? Look at me. It's a full set? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Can't say I'm a fan. So, yeah, thanks. I don't really need it. Bye. It's gonna stay there forever. I mean, it isn't. It's gonna disappear. Because items despawn. I think items despawn, or they're just gonna pick it up. It's fine. Let's go tell Sheogorath about our most recent exploits. If I ever need that armor, I can just spawn it into to my inventory or something. Which I don't need that armor. Oh! It's being transported up. Has the comment been made about lizards having breasts? Because if not, then I have to ask, why? Because everybody loves breasts. Why not? You can put breasts on anything. So that's just the law of physics, really. Speaking of law of physics, why is there a Dark Seducer there, all dead? Okay. Let's get out of here. Back to New Sheoth. I'm still over encumbered. So I wonder if they gave me anything else that I didn't that I don't like. I don't need these. No. I mean, potentially, but... Yeah. It's dark. We're about to not be able to see anything.
Mad God's blessings, Your Grace.
These urotu aunu. That's what the colloquial expression of says the kettle to the pot is, and it literally translates into the shabby says to the naked, or something like that. I like rest as much as the next person. There's things just have to question. It's true, but I think we know the answer.
Time is short. You must speak to Sheogorath immediately.
Of course.
Time is an artificial construct. An arbitrary system based on the idea that events occur in a linear direction at all times.
That's not Shogorath.
Always forward, never back. Is the concept of time correct? Is time relevant? It matters not. One way or another, I fear that our time has run out. As I feared it would. My plan is
I would like to ramble about time. Can I ramble about time?
And I must go. I thought we had more time. I thought we had a chance. My plan has failed and we were so close.
Ellipses only have 3 dots. Can I ramble about time, though? Because I understand where he's coming from. But also, like, he's talking about time from such a this detached perspective that it sort of forces you to be critical of what he's saying. Because time is an observation. It is an artificial construct in so much as any concept is an artificial concept. Because we call them that, and us noticing things is the artificial concept in our heads, and there's something in reality, we assume, but the thing that we call is what the thing really is. And time could be many things. Imagine if time, to put it in simple terms, is not just one thing, it's many things working in tandem together. And then time it is more easy to be understood as an artificial concept in that regard. All that he has access to, I would say, is the physical observation of time rather than the artificial or the more abstract notion in scientifically minded notion of time. Because certainly in a mathematical sense, and even in a scientific sense, time can be thought of as going backwards. Because there's things like, actually, I don't know the name of the thing, but time can be calculated backwards, and it works in certain physical, in certain scientific contexts. So it doesn't really matter that it goes forward or backwards for it to be time. It is still time, is what I mean to say. And certainly when you think about time as the absence of time, like for example when you're calculating things at the speed of light, time is not going backwards or forwards at all. There's just no time, and you still have physical calculations, and time is still a matter. Time is still a thing that you need to calculate or take into account, and it's not going backwards or forwards. So his definition is just wrong on all accounts. If you're thinking about it from a pragmatical perspective, it's wrong. But also if you're thinking about it from a physical perspective or scientific perspective, it's also wrong. What happens now? Which is a question that I've asked many times.
What happens
Good evening, Epic Marcus. Welcome to the stream.
What always will happen.
Ter uma pedra no lugar do coração. I don't believe that is an expression.
The realm dies.
That means to have a stone instead of a heart.
Flee while you can, mortal.
Coração. You can't. It's not curacao.
I will not know you.
That's the wrong
and I will
word.
slay you like the others.
Curacao doesn't mean heart. But we haven't failed.
Optimism.
Coração means heart.
How
It's a different letter.
I love it.
Idioms.
Even at
It's
the
not
end,
I don't
you
think
make me
that
laugh.
exists.
I'm
That one
lying.
in particular, I don't think
That
is a
wasn't
Portuguese one.
funny at all. No matter. Soon you and everyone else will be dead, and I will be left a mad god, ruler of dead realm again.
Did he just say that wasn't funny at all, as in sort of admitting that some of his jokes are not funny and he always finds them funny? Or was that supposed not to be funny and he just admitted it? Because there are some of his jokes that are not funny before. What can I do?
I had intended to give you my staff, the symbol of my office.
He gave me his staff already.
But life is gone from it, as it goes from me.
Wabbajack.
It is now dead wood, a useless twig. With the staff,
Is Portuguese a hard language to learn?
But now,
Probably easier than French.
I am dead.
Probably easier than French. So if you know French, or if you have an idea of how hard French is...
The realm is dead. Sheogorath is dead. All shall crumble before Sheogorath.
Always a pleasure. Shall I crumble? What the? That happened. I took German in school instead of Spanish or French. Kind of regret it sometimes. I don't know. It depends on what you want to do with your language, I suppose. I think just from traveling around Europe, French is probably easy. It's probably more. It's probably better to learn, because it's easier to find an English speaker in Germany than it is in France. But then again, it depends if you go to France at all in the first place. I can understand French. I had like 5 years of French, and I could speak it relatively well. But I'm extremely out of practice, and I can't even pronounce the words properly anymore. The European... Jung has the right of it, I think. European version is, since you only find Brazilian Portuguese online, that is. No, I think it's even down to the sounds that you make in Brazilian Portuguese rather than in European Portuguese. And I think the grammar rules are a little bit easier for international speakers to understand in Brazilian Portuguese rather than European Portuguese. The good thing is that if you do speak Brazilian Portuguese, and if you speak it fluently, you'll have no trouble talking to people here in Portugal. No problem whatsoever. The other way around isn't the same, though. If you speak European Portuguese and go to Brazil and you talk European Portuguese, even fluently, you might... the thing is, I say fluently, but I'm not being fair. If I go to Brazil and I speak Portuguese the way I speak Portuguese here in Portugal, they will not understand me, because I just speak differently. They will not get it. It's just like a very thick Scottish person going to Florida or something. Very thick Scottish person, doesn't matter if it's thick or not. The very thick accent Scottish person going to Florida or something and just having that very thick. Because Scottish is actually really easy to understand. I don't understand people. The Brits pick on... I say the Brits as opposed to Scots are not Brits. The English pick on the Scots a lot for their accent, but I think Scottish is just super easy to understand, really. But the matter of accessibility for the language itself is also a thing. But I think like Portuguese is easier than French, but not too much. I think it is easier because of the sounds. It's just a lot simpler, and the letters are a lot closer to what you would expect. There's a lot fewer exceptions. The writing is a lot easier, yeah. Had it been revealed before that Sheogorath is Jigalac? Yes. 10 minutes before now, we had a dialogue with Sheogorath, and he said that Jigalac was me and I was him and whatnot. It's a lot about their pride, as both France and Spain were once empires. People don't like to speak English. Yeah, I get that impression as well. I actually read a tweet recently of somebody that went to, I believe it was Germany, It was a Brit that went to Germany. No, I saw a video. I saw a video of a British person that went to Germany, and they didn't know how to speak German, and they got along easily, and people in Germany spoke English, apparently, according to their experience, spoke English relatively commonly. How's your Swedish going? Not going at all. I haven't had time for anything, Jung, I'm sorry. I thought about learning Portuguese in the past because my grandfather was from there, and my dad learned some when he had to visit there growing up. Never happened for me though. Yeah, it's complicated. It's a complicated language to learn, I feel, because the grammar rules are nuanced enough that it changes. Like it changes considerably from English. In the way you would speak changes considerably, not too much. It's not tremendous. It's not like German, for example. But it does matter the structure. Like you will get into quite a lot of snags if you're coming from English and just applying grammar to Portuguese. You're gonna have you're gonna have a lot of trouble. One of the coming the other way, learning English as a Portuguese person, it's very easy that you're thinking in Portuguese rather than thinking in English. And it's just like that. Even that expression is a thing that is common in when kids are learning English and stuff like that. But I think more than anything, it has to do with what expressions you usually use. Because at the end of the day, like there's a certain amount of expressions that you use on a common. Like when I say expressions, I mean things like at the end of the day and the expressions that you use to just try to make sense of what you're saying, and where you sort of like go to when you're trying to say something and have a conversation. In Portuguese, those expressions are a lot fewer. So what ends up happening. This is my personal experience. I'm not a teacher or anything, so this is just my personal experience. From what happens is that if you're a Portuguese person trying to learn English, it's very easy for you to get yourself into pits, into just sort of, I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say, because there's so many specific words that sound so awkward when you say it in English. Like an English person is going to understand you if you say the words, but it's going to sound so weird because you're saying things in a really weird and convoluted way. And that comes from the fact that in Portuguese, there's not a lot of those common, there are some, but there's not a whole lot of those sentences that you use to join things together, and sentences that you use a lot to join things together. And that's what ends up happening is that it's very blatant that you're not at ease with the language if you're thinking in Portuguese and translating in your head. So what happens the other way around is that you just are not going to have at ease when you're coming from English. You're not going to have the ease of just knowing the vocabulary of all the different ways that you're going to say, because there's just so many different things that you talk about in day-to-day life. And all of them have different ways of just thinking about whatever you're trying to say. And I'm not even talking about like idioms or things like that. It's just even the grammatical structure of sentences and where you're coming from and stuff like that. It just feels... the two languages feel very different, to the point where I'm talking Portuguese. There's often times where I just don't know how to say things in Portuguese because I'm not thinking the same way, and like... I'm just not used to thinking about the specific details of what I'm trying to say. And it's not just the words that I'm missing, or that I miss sometimes and I forget. It's just even the ways of talking about it. Crystal, welcome to the stream. Never call a Scot a Brit. He'll kill you. In school, I had a choice to pick French or Spanish as a third language, but took more Swedish lessons. In the European Union... 38% of people speak English, which is kind of nuts. Not counting the UK. Yeah, it's very common. At least here in Portugal, we have English from even from like grade school, like from the age of 8. Kids are already learning English, just because it's such a ubiquitous language that it's very important to learn it. And even from a pragmatical perspective, it's really good to just teach kids different languages, because a brain that can speak 2 languages just thinks differently about the language that you're talking about. Just you think differently. You necessarily are going to think differently because you're going to have a different relationship with your words because you speak 2 languages. Every person is different, I'm sure, but it ends up being beneficial as well in other aspects, which is just being exposed to different cultures and having access to different things. And it's really good. Like I can't speak German, but I honestly, that is the biggest from to my, well, maybe not day-to-day life, but just to my sort of life. Not speaking German is the only real obstacle, because I can understand Spanish, I can understand Italian, and I do make use of those languages from every once in a while, especially Spanish, which I never learned. But the fact that English is kind of close to Spanish, and I have indeed read things. I say I never learned, but I have read things in Spanish, and I've talked to Spanish people in Spanish, in my sort of Spanish. So it gives you access to a lot of things, and it's good. No, and of course it makes you. It can have other side effects. For me, it has the side effect of me noticing certain things in certain languages, especially when I'm playing games and think like games that Disco Elysium, for example, that has weird English every once in a while, and I'm like, that's very interesting, because I see patterns that are sort of hidden in the text because they were thought up in a different language rather than written by a native English speaker. At least I don't think Disco Elysium was written by a native English speaker. Here, English is mandatory since 1st grade, says Harry, from Romania. And that's interesting. From very 1st grade. But it's rude not to speak Swedish if you're living here and should, I say, learn Swedish. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think so. Like, it's not... I mean, matter of rudeness is... It always depends on who you're dealing with on a day-to-day life. I don't just say not counting the UK, do I? Rip. It's not January yet, Christo. But Jung, about that rudeness, I think it is. I think it depends. It depends on who you are, in the sense of like who you are in a community. Here, I'm speaking here in Portugal. I don't know if you're saying that in Sweden, then that's how it is. But here in Portugal, it depends on who you are and who you are to that community and who you are as a person. If you're like, for example, a doctor or a teacher or somebody like scientist and somebody who is just necessarily not necessarily living with the rest of the people, and you just go to the shops here and there and learn, and people may know you and you just speak English or speak Spanish or whatever, or speak even... I think even a Brazilian person living here in Portugal, it has the same. I can't speak from experience, obviously, but I can speak from my own understanding of myself and what I have been educated as. A Brazilian person speaking Brazilian Portuguese here in Portugal is going to basically be treated not in the sense of how they are understood, but they are going to be treated. It's going to be as disrespectful or as respectful of them to speak Brazilian Portuguese as a Spanish person speaking Spanish here in Portugal, because they're still going to be understood, and they're still going to be taken care of, as it were. But or English. I know people here that live here close to me that speak English, and I go to the shop sometimes. They're there and they're speaking English, and it's totally fine. It's just, I suppose it depends on the person, because if you're a nobody, then why speak Portuguese? You know what I mean? People are gonna always be more deferential towards people of you know I'm trying to say. I just found out that most used language in the world is Mandarin Chinese, and more than double the amount of people as English speakers. Yes, that is true. Fun thing back in the days when I learned English back in school were from USA. Don't know if today they print them here. It's still coming from the States. Spanish is number 2, which is more believable. Yeah. I think Portuguese is number 5. All because of Brazil. It isn't? Portuguese is number 10th. No, was it? My God. What have I... Oh, yeah. Number of speakers. Portuguese is number 6th. Not number 5, I'm sorry. I forgot Bengali. Actually, Bengali has overtaken Portuguese. Yeah, sort by number of speakers. Well, actually, it has the rank right next to it. But total number of speakers is a different thing. Oh, as a first language. That's a different thing. Right. I was thinking of first language. Not as a... not as a total. As a number of speakers as a second language. 24.2 million as a second language. That's really weird, actually. It's way too many. Who the heck speaks Portuguese as a second language? Who is that? Where did they come from? That's really weird. Yeah, but I was thinking first language. That's the stats I was specifically referring to. But let's look at that. That's a fun thing to do. Let's look at total number of speakers. English is the first one though. And Mandarin is number of speakers. I was like because what Dark God of Thuru, I think it was, when they said that Mandarin is the most talked one, I immediately thought as the first language, because as second language, yeah, it's English. But not by much, which is interesting. Then Hindi being also very big. It's interesting that not a lot of people in India speak Hindi. I understand that some areas are very common. So yeah. All the numbers you hear are native speakers, but they just call it speakers. Right. Yeah, it's very different, of course. Makes more sense to the chart I saw. It's funny, each one has different stats. Yeah. Not many, just 100 million people. I saw another said Arabic was number 1. How would you measure Arabic being the number 1, though? Unless you divide... Arabic has a lot of different... Like, I was thinking maybe unless you divide by sort of like types of... Like, English, you get American English, and you got British English and stuff like that, and then Arabic is just the whole one. I don't think Arabic is a single unified language. I know that they have a period in history where it is unified, but I don't know enough to know that if it is unified or not. I'm gonna bet that counted everyone educated in any degree of Arabic at religion schools as a speaker. Like my friend knows 4 of the 1,000 names of Allah. That makes him a speaker of Arabic. There you go. Probably just gonna stick with not knowing anything. So, Sheogorath has vanished before we could complete the plan to stop the forces of order. Perhaps Haskill will know what steps we could take. Haskill.
He is gone, but hope is not lost. We have a
I pressed the button
here, but I hesitate to do what must be done.
It hasn't been too long.
The throne of madness
10 minutes or 20. It's fine. I've done worse.
Palace, he will prevail.
I can tell because I edit this footage, and then I see the big gaps of no sound. Why do you care? Of no sound coming from the game, and just me talking about
you, I serve
and the same screen over and over again.
The only way to protect the realm from the Grey March is to
Christmas.
place you in the throne of madness.
But I'm not a Daedric prince.
True, but perhaps you can hold the throne, provided that you possess the proper symbol of office, namely
Christomas.
Sheogorath.
What must I do?
Unfortunately, when Sheogorath faded, the power of the staff faded with him. It must now be remade. The staff is the symbol of power in this realm. He who rightfully holds the staff may hold the throne of the Shivering Isles.
He who rightfully holds
However,
the staff.
The secrets of its construction are
I'm gonna
lost.
sneeze. That's bad. Lost? You said there was hope.
That which is lost can be found again. There is one being in the
That's a
Shivering
sneeze.
Isles who may be able to assist you in the construction of a new staff.
Here's a question to you all in chat right now.
As a great library.
Do you know what goosebumps
There you
are?
will find a door.
Not the books.
Behind that door,
Do you know what
you will
goosebumps
find
are?
the answer you
Goose
seek.
flesh.
Although
Can you do
I
that
hesitate to guide
on-
you towards this path.
on
The
call,
secrets
on
of the
cue? Can
past
you
will
make yourself
surely
goose flat?
fail
Goose,
us.
can you make yourself have
We have no other
goosebumps just by wanting to,
Be mindful of what
instead
you
of having to, I don't know, be
The
cold or
library
something?
is a thing of order, and it will
'Cause
still
I can
serve
do that.
end.
And I found that people can't do that.
Take this crystal. It
I'm not that
contains the
talented,
power
says.
to
Yeah.
open a sealed door.
Some people, many people
Inside,
can't do
you
that.
will find
And I grew up
few
thinking that
relics
you
of the
could.
library.
This is just a thing that people can do. Tell me about Knife Point Hollow.
Knife Point Hollow. is
Christo
near the
can!
core of
There
the
we go,
city.
found another person. Yes!
Follow the setting
We're the best
sun
people,
to the
Christo.
border of Mania. Climb the cliff there to the top. At the peak, you will find Knife Point
So
Hollow.
yeah, I thought, growing up, I thought, what about the Staff of Sheogorath?
While not
I thought
the
people
source
could
of
do
the
that, but
Daedric
apparently
Prince's authority,
Spirit beings.
each Daedric artifact provides
Epic
the
Marcus can
prince
sometimes,
a
which is fair
measure
enough.
of power.
That qualifies.
Lord Sheogorath
I can get
chose
fat
you
on command.
on his
Hold
throne.
on. Or
With the
10
staff,
pizzas.
You may be able to do just that.
Okay.
I live to serve.
Why are you sending me? You always send me to the wrong places, my dude. The quest marker, mind you. It's gonna be nighttime, isn't it? Ooh, lovely sky. Lovely sky. Anyway, let's go. Can't go there. I will wait over here because the game is absolutely impenetrable in terms of view distance when it comes to the loading time. Is that part of the mods? No, it's just part of the new computers. You are over encumbered. Your face is over encumbered. There we go. Yeah, the load times are just, you know. The old computers just didn't couldn't handle this game as well. You know how it is. Although, if you're playing this on the Xbox, I don't know how that is. Where'd you go? Ah! Jumped right over me. This is, if I find a lot of loot, it's gonna be kind of a problem. Because I will want the loot. Okay, I don't want to deal with you. I believe I have been here before. Are we going over there? I think we're going over there. Whoa! Wow, I almost died. I really wanted to jump into the water, but I don't think I can. I can indeed, from halfway through. Okay. So here we are, Knife Point Hollow. The big mushrooms over there look exactly like the mushrooms that you can pick clean. Is it in here? How do I get in? Putrid... What the heck are they called? Congealed putrescence. Well, we're gonna need a torch, aren't we? Let's go on in. Daedric Harrow's pretty good. Goose or stag? Prefer pork liver pate. I have no idea what any pate is. I don't eat pate. Just click send to Losa with the loot. Actually, that send to that button that's send to the boat, the ship, or whatever it's called. I don't remember what the name of the ship. That's really handy, honestly. Although I still think the best loot system is the one that Pillars of Eternity has. Pillars of Eternity is just the best in terms of handling the loot, because you just have a stash and never have to think about it. It's so good. Or Gothic, for that matter. Although Pillars of Eternity does it better, I feel. Let me throw gauntlets on a sandwich, put it on toast. Does it not melt? I don't know what you're referring to. If it melts, it's better, though. My acrobatics. Oh, actually, let's see. I want to look at my speed. My speed, yeah. Ooh, we're really injured. All of our stats are injured. Tough luck. I'll never max this character out. I think I'm gonna break the character. What was that? Thunder? Hi. Is that... Who's this person? Deus?
I have been waiting for you, Your Grace.
Is voiced by Wes
This
Johnson.
day, as all days before and after, is well known to me. There are no surprises to Dias of Mytheria. Sheogorath has fallen, and you seek
Fallen
means
and
to foil the machinations of the Prince of Order.
Stop right there, criminal
You
scum.
seek the throne of madness.
An old man indeed.
However, no more.
He's gonna talk forever,
upon
because
the
that's
throne
how
without
this
the staff, so
DLC is written.
here you are.
I don't
in my
understand.
prison, seeking to supplant the one who placed me here. If
Everybody is voiced by him.
Place of
Isn't there a mod?
ask
There's a mod. I've heard there's a mod that... Deus?
You were expecting a book.
No, I wasn't.
An ancient
Also,
tome
you are like a
filled
book 'cause you
with
just talk at me.
secrets that you seek. But instead you have found me,
I bet they didn't
the
pay him well.
last remnant. Individuality is an illusion. The details of my existence are no more important than the history of a stone. However, if you insist,
Individuality
I
is
once
an
served as the
illusion.
keeper of the great library.
That means that everybody is connected. Tell me about the library.
The great
Not that
library
you're not
is the height
important.
of logic and deduction. Contained within its walls with the
Individual. He
logic
said
and
it like that,
deduction
didn't he?
of every action ever taken by any creature, mortal or daedric. Every birth, every death, the rise of Tiber Septim, the Numidium, everything, all predicted with the formula found within Jiglag's library. When Sheogorath discovered the library, he had it burned, insisting that it was an abomination and that personal choice defied logical prediction. I am all that remains of the knowledge contained within the great library of Jiglag.
It's so often that you find in video games this notion that, you know, be it part of a fantasy or part of a way of thinking of the world or part of a setting or whatever. This notion that it all has all been predicted, and not just in video games, in fiction as well, in movies as well, in TV series. I mean, which is very fine and dandy because I've recently watched a video about this subject, or not just about this subject, but they talked about this subject. From a channel called Up and Atom. Atom is in the atoms in the universe and whatever. It's a pretty cool channel. But I think this notion started historically from it's like from a very early scientist that decided or that found out that you could calculate a lot of or basically everything, and if you could, like, that's even that notion, even that theory that if you know all the aspects of a certain system, the word system here being a physical system, if you know all the aspects of a system, you can predict backwards and forwards if you know all the states and all the elements, which is a very interesting idea and very easy to understand in the society that we live in, because if we have a better understanding of what science is. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that, and I think they found it pretty fast that it didn't work like that. And I think it's when they were trying to calculate atmospheric events, when they came up with the notion of the chaos theory, which is just, it's not actually a theory, and it's not actually very advanced. It's just the notion that the slightest bit of a change in certain systems, the slightest bit of change in the parameter can result in wild differences. Now, that doesn't invalidate that if you know all the bits, it doesn't matter how accurate you need to be. If you are 100% accurate, theoretically, you'd still be able to calculate everything. except for quantum physics. And quantum physics isn't the thing that just happens in very, very localized areas, which for a while it was thought of it like thought to be like that. That quantum physics is only when you look very, very close, so it doesn't affect the big world. But that's not how it is. In fact, like photosynthesis, for the plants use quantum physics to do for the photosynthesis. The sun uses quantum physics, and so there's a lot of things. Basically, the universe is unpredictable because of quantum physics. Although it's possible that we can come up with an idea to predict quantum physics, it's not a guarantee. So we're not at a point where we can tell either way if it is possible to predict, because that famous expression from Einstein, and often quoted specifically in contexts of conversations like this, of God does not play dice with the universe. Specifically, that is in relation to randomness, and specifically that is in relation to the proposal of Oppenheimer. I don't actually know the name of the... Oppenheimer, was he a prime minister? I don't actually remember the name of the scientist that the founder of quantum physics, although Einstein has a lot of influence in our initial understanding of quantum physics himself. He also contributed, but at the beginning he was very reluctant to accept things like superpositions and specifically the randomness of that is implied in quantum physics. And he said that, and I think the other scientists said, don't tell. The answer and the retort is, don't tell God what to do. For one, because it's an appeal to truth that Einstein was doing. If rhetorical, it's still a fallacy, and eventually it was proven to be wrong, in the sense that yes, it is very likely that God does play dice with the universe, as it were. Einstein was an atheist, so he just said it as a rhetorical measure. Still, the point is that often quoted sentence was disproven very fast. Einstein, like 5 years after saying that, or having been quoted saying that, I don't know if he actually ever said that, but a few years after that, he was already completely converted into quantum physics and taking, doing calculations and stuff like that into that. But yeah, it's just a thing that you see in fantasy games, because it's a very powerful thing. It's a very powerful feeling that, oh, these gods, they know everything, so they know what's going to happen, and they know what has happened. How have you survived?
Following each cycle of the Grey March,
I'd have figured it was a roulette player or a blackjack.
Out killed every aspect of order found in the Shivering Isles. I alone have survived. Sheogorath cannot bring himself.
I ramble about everything. Although this ramble was meant for the Let's Play.
Instead, he's
in
this place and
the Outer Worlds, I also ramble about this stuff, precisely this subject.
I've not seen another creature.
Although this ramble was better than mine. My ramble was in the Outer Worlds. I've heard enough.
As you wish.
So that's it about you?
Individuality is an illusion. However, if you insist, I once served as the keeper of the great library of Jigalag.
Sure.
As you wish.
Knife Point Hollow?
Knife Point Hollow is my prison.
See you later, Crystal. Thank you for showing up. Have a good night.
Contained all the
I'm going to bed soon as well.
However, spare me your grief. My imprisonment is as meaningless as my immortality. Time and place are nothing. Constructs of a feeble mortal
time and place
mind
are individuality.
And understand the world around it. If you were one of the fortunate few, you would one day understand and accept this. However, you are not, and you will not.
Sounds about right. The Staff of Sheogorath?
I can create the physical shell of the staff, but the divine essence must be gathered elsewhere. But
he always does that.
Matter in the creation of the staff.
Pauses in the middle of a sentence. It is so his style, and it's very annoying. Tell me about the first item.
The Shivering Isles hold many secrets, but
does this guy have a crown?
Does
he have the same style as the Emperor? I think the same hairstyle.
Thus, requires the eye of one
I think he
who has
does.
witnessed one of these unseen secrets firsthand. Sirta resides in the Howling Halls, and find her and bring me the eye that has seen that which no
That has
other has.
seen that. Second item.
The trees and branches of this realm feed from a deep font of madness and
And
mystery.
mystery.
One of the oldest trees, named the Tree of Shades, lies in the halls of Milkar. Milkar is a place of ruin, root, and mania. Go there and bring me a branch of this tree, but be warned. The tree will not surrender its secrets to one who has not earned them.
So I must seek the two parts out?
Yes, only then can I create an appropriate vessel to hold the power that is inherent in the Lord of this realm.
It
The
didn't stop
staff
there.
may allow you to occupy the throne of madness, but understand that such a feat has never been attempted.
My god, it's so blatant and
All
so...
sources indicate that you will fail. It is a certainty. However, I also predict that this will not stop you from trying.
It didn't stop there. Sounds good. Eye of Sirta.
The staff of Sheogorath holds the secrets
Holds.
of this realm.
Okay.
As such, it requires a vessel that has witnessed dark secrets. Sirta has seen things with her eyes that no mortal has.
Didn't stop.
Because of this, her eye will serve well to contain that which the staff must hold.
The Staff of Sheogorath.
I can create the physical shell of the staff, but divine essence must be gathered elsewhere. The Staff of Sheogorath contains a portion of the divine power of the Daedric Prince. It is the embodiment of Sheogorath and of this land. Should you succeed, you will be the first mortal to have a dedicated in your possession.
My god.
This will be most interesting indeed.
Tree of Shades. He doesn't stop. He doesn't stop where he should.
Into the heart.
Run.
of
He
the
stopped
Shivering
at run.
Isles.
If there's a comma or a period, he doesn't stop.
The tree feeds from waters of the Grove of Reflection. The Grove.
I mean, a
show
period he
men
does.
Who they truly are. Only after.
Only men, though.
The
Facing. You stopped at facing.
The Tree of Shades.
He also stopped at the.
branches to you.
Okay. I think that's a grunt that happens if you hit him. Where are we? Oh, is this the way down or the way out? I think it is. What is this? Withering Moon. That's a lovely thing. I mean, it's gross and awful and shines, but lovely thing nonetheless. What are we doing here? Oh, there's people. Oh, hi. No! Please die. Thank you. You. Good. Because they summon the creatures. Oh, I'm over encumbered. Very sorry. They summon the creatures and we must kill them. Ooh, ebony boots. Before attacking the creatures, so it's just a pain. What are they doing here, though? These zealots. Huh. They won't stop me. This is how a typical one is layer, like... Oh, he's talking about mayonnaise. Not mayonnaise. Talking about sandwiches. Don't touch that. Oh, if I had known, I would have had a lot easier time with the other ones. Well, I guess that's how it goes. That's probably the way out up there. Not sandwiches, sandwich cake, says Harry. No, says Jung.
If it's a fight, it's a fight you'll win.
Please stop. Oh no. That works. They cast Burden on me. Burden is so weak. It's just such a dumb thing. Rosemary and ketchup. No! Why would you put that on anything? Let alone a cake. Harry is a criminal. Confirmed. Go away, you ghoul. Yeah. I don't even know what rosemary is, but that sounds like a feet washing water. What is it called? The water that you wash your feet with. It's terrible. Freaking level design. It's very good. TCL to the rescue. Ah! Ugh! What happened? Oh. Rosemary is a common spice for chicken. Oh. Is it? I think I know what it is. No, I don't. I don't know what it is. Cummings is the spice that I was thinking of. That's what I like in my chicken. Or curry. So like that. Or pepper. Or nothing,
Who's
honest.
there?
Your mother. Or your mum. I'm very sorry at jokes. I'm sorry at jokes? Sure. How dare you? There we go. I'm very sorry at jokes. A glass short sword doesn't work for me. Oh, this guy almost got impaled in that thing. Glass dagger doesn't work for me. Oh, actually it does. Yeah, it's pretty light. Really, you don't know what rosemary is? It's a spice that all meat and even many other for all meat and even many other things. I might know what it is. I just don't know it in English. The name of it. But we might not put it here in Portugal. We might not use it. God damn it, people! You need to come to the Balkans to discover real food. I have heard that, Harry, and I do need to go to the Balkans for many reasons, not just for food, but also for landscapes, but also food. It's at the end of the day, tourism is about food and landscapes. Alecrim. Ooh, we don't use that here. We don't put that in. I mean, we do, but it's no, don't do that. I didn't mean to do this. What the heck? This is a secret passage. Kind of cool. See, this could be cool. And instead it isn't. I mean, it was kind of cool that my torch ran out. They had put, like, a person who said something interesting in here. Or... I take it back. Excuse me. Why is she not waking up? Oh, I'm over encumbered again. Why is she not waking up? Does she not know I'm here? Well, she's at oh, okay, I take it back. I take the take back. She's sleeping, but she shouldn't. No friends? No friends. Don't know why. Just didn't want to be friends. Sure. Just how it goes sometimes. See you later, Dark God of Thuru. Thank you for coming. I'll be leaving as well as soon as I get out of this dungeon. Because I still need to upload and set up all the videos for tomorrow. And my eyes are heavy. And I don't like that. And we're outside now. We have 2 places to go. The Howling Halls and Milkar. Milkar is probably somebody's name. Howling Halls, that'd be a very weird name. But that's going to be that for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a good time. And I'm on top of a waterfall. I hope you had a good time, and I hope to see you again in 2 days' time when I start more Oblivion. But for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and, well, I don't... Why am I doing the outro? I don't do outros on the streams. Bye-bye! Goodbye.